Good morning students. Today we will discuss about pollen grains, its structure, its advantages and some disadvantages. Pollen grains. The pollen grains represent the male gametophytes, male gamete of the plants. Phyte means plant. If you touch the open anther of hibiscus or any other flower, you would find deposition of yellowish powdery pollen grains on your fingers. Sprinkle this powder on a drop of water taken on a glass slide and observe under microscope. You will really be surprised by seeing its variety of architecture. The size, shape, color, design. This varies from species to species. Let's discuss its structure. Pollen grains are generally spherical in shape and about 25 to 50 micrometer in diameter. It has an important two-layered wall. The outer hard wall is known as exine, which is made up of sporopollenin, which is one of the most resistant organic material. This material can tolerate high temperature and strong acids and alkali. No enzyme that can degrade sporopollenin. Pollen grain exine has important aperture, which is called germ pore, where sporopollenin is absent. Because of this feature, pollen grains are well preserved as fossils. The exine exhibit a fascinating range of patterns and design. Now student, why do you think the exine should be hard? Yes, exine should be hard because it protects pollen grains from some severe conditions. I told about the germ pore, which is present in the exine outer layer of the pollen grains, where sporopollenin is absent. Now question arises that what is the function of germ pore? It is the region through which the germ tube or pollen tube germinate during germination. Now the second wall of pollen grain, intine. The inner layer of pollen grain is called intine. It is thin and continuous layer which is made up of cellulose and pectin. The cytoplasm of pollen grain, the second one is intine. The cytoplasm of pollen grain is surrounded by plasma membrane, or you can say cytoplasmic membrane. When pollen grain germinate, it contains two cells, vegetative cell and generative cell. The vegetative cell is bigger and it has abundant food preserved and large irregular shaped nucleus. The generative cell, it is smaller and floats in the cytoplasm of vegetative cell. Generative cell is spindle in shape with a dense cytoplasm and a nucleus. In 60% of angiosperm, means 60% of flowering plants, pollen grains are released at two-celled stage. Means pollen grains contains two cells, generative cell and vegetative cell. At this stage, this species released pollen grains. In remaining 40% species, pollen grains released at three-celled stage. In that case, generative cell mitotically divide into two male gametes before pollen grains are released. So here pollen grains are released at a 3-celled stage, 2 male gametes and 1 vegetative cell. Now its disadvantages. Pollen grains of many species cause severe allergies and bronchial afflictions, which ultimately leads to some chronic respiratory disorder like asthma and bronchitis. Parthenium or carrot grass. This grass was introduced in India as a contaminant with imported wheat. It has become ubiquitous in occurrence and it causes pollen allergies. Let's discuss some advantages of pollen grains. Pollen grains are rich in nutrients and hence it is used as a food supplement. In Western countries, large number of pollen products available in the form of tablets and syrup. Pollen consumption has been claimed to increase the performance of athletes and race horses. Now student, when once pollen grains are released, pollen grains have to land on the stigma before they lose viability if it has to bring fertilization. Now question arises that how long do you think pollen grains retain viability? Viability means how long it can survive. This period of viability varies from species to species. It depends on temperature and humidity. In some cereals like rice and wheat, pollen grains lose viability in 30 minutes after its release. In some members of Solanaceae, Leguminaceae, Rosaceae family, it maintains for months, some months. You must have heard about storing of semen or sperms of many animals including human beings for artificial insemination. It is possible for pollen grain also to store them in liquid nitrogen at -196 degrees Celsius. We can use this stored pollen grain as a pollen bank similar to seed bank in crop breeding programs. So student, this is about pollen grains. Tomorrow we will discuss about pistil, microsporangium, ovule and embryo sac. So this is about the male reproductive structure of the flowering plants. This is about the male gamete. Tomorrow we will discuss about the female gamete. Thank you.